I managed to hack myself. I managed to defeat my own biggest vice. Hello and welcome to the last episode of Season 1 of the Josh Ocock Show with me, Josh Ocock. Now, the last episode was all about the importance of having a party. And I am not too proud to say and to admit that I kind of overdid it. I drank a bit too much and I did some stupid things that I regret. I said some hurtful things to people later on in the evening. And it's actually the second time this happened to me in the last, let's say, 3 months. I want to take this moment to send a deep apology to those two people, you know who you are, that I said something I just don't mean. These things just came out my mouth, and that's all because I drank too much. I am not happy about it, but I'm going to tell you what I have done in my life to change that, and this is the exciting part. So, I'm going to take you back to about 2 years ago when I was at a workout with Dan Lake at FNX Fitness in Marsa. I came in, training was at 8 a.m. every Saturday morning. I went without fail. But what I did on the Friday was varied massively from 1 week to the next. And this one Saturday I went in and I was rough. I was quite clearly not my freshest. And he told me, how many drinks did you drink last night? And I always remember the moment Dan Lake asked me that question. And my answer was, man, I don't know. I have no idea. And he's like, what? You don't know what you put in your body? You didn't count your drinks? I'm like, I have no clue. Could be anything. And at that point, he told me, dude, count your drinks. Count your drinks. It will make a difference. And then I implemented the 5-drink rule. And this 5-drink rule, I did it for quite a long time, and it did miraculous things to my life. So what I would do is I would only ever drink a maximum of 5 drinks in any evening. What does that do to you? Well, it means if you've only got 5, you're going to be selective with when you have it. So in the night, I would count my drinks, and I would make sure that I never skip the 5-drink limit. You will not be hungover, nearly never. I mean, you have to really drink some impressive drinks to get hungover on 5 drinks. You will remember everything from the night out. And that's quite beautiful because lots of fun things happen on nights out, and if you drink too much, you might forget them. You avoid yourself from getting into situations you don't want to be. If you overdo it, if you drink too much, you risk doing what I did not too long ago, being rude and obnoxious to people, and that's just totally not what I want to be. That's not who I am, and I was so regretful the next day, and that's completely gone. You are in your best headspace at all times. You're always ready for action. Whatever's thrown at you, bang, you can deal with it. Sometimes you can seize a big opportunity just by being in the right mind space. Your performance the next day is great. You get up, you wake up feeling fresh, and you can make the most of the next day. Now, if this 5-drink rule sounds unrealistic or sounds too challenging, it's not. I'm going to give you some of my top tips of how I managed to stay true to my 5-drink rule. Number 1, get the bar staff involved. This is so cool. So I always tell the bar staff where I'm going. I have a strict rule. I'm only allowed to drink 5 drinks in a day. So every time I order a drink, I want you to make it with extra love, make it extra special, and make it the best drink you can make. So now all my 5 drinks are made with love. The bar staff love it. It's unique. No one's heard of this before. They're on my team. I then also tell them, every now and then I'm going to need a drink that looks like an alcoholic drink, but it needs to be non-alcoholic. So they make a real nice effort to make me what looks like an alcoholic drink, but it's not. Again, they're on my side now. So we are together defeating this vice. And that's really been helpful. And my third tip, non-alcoholic beer. It's actually really nice. There's Chisk Zero, there's a Punk IPA, which is also non-alcoholic from Brewdog. Those, they really are quite amazing. So with those 3 tips, it becomes a lot more easy. And get someone you love, get your best friend, get your lover to be involved in this with you and to like hold you accountable. And now, after this episode, I'm definitely gonna stick to my 5-drink rule. So this is how, in the words of Alex Vella, I managed to hack myself. I managed to defeat my own biggest vice, alcohol, through this incredible hack, the 5-drink rule. And I am committed to stick to it. I implemented this into my life after that day with Dan Lake, but I'm ashamed to say I let it slack and I started making excuses, and I am regretful for that. But I am back on my 5-drink rule, and it makes me feel so empowered, and I'm so excited for the next stages of my life. In the words of David Borge, one of the greatest human beings I know on this planet, and this takes us back to the very first episode of the Josh O'Cock Show. Moderation is cool, extremes are not. And that is so true. There is such wisdom in those words, and I will hold them close to my heart. And I believe in life, in my life at least, there are 5 pillars to happiness. Meaningful work, family, relationships, including that with my lover, health, and social activity. So those are the 5 pillars of happiness that I aim to keep in balance. And when my 5 pillars are balanced, I am my happiest. We are going to be wrapping up season 1 of the Josh O'Cock Show, but don't worry, season 2 will be coming soon, and we will be diving into each of those 5 pillars. I can't wait to be back on the air. Thank you to everybody who has watched my show, who has liked, shared, and subscribed. I am committed to continuing to bring real, raw content from my life and sharing it with you. I really hope that this has been inspirational and helpful in some way, and thank you all so much. I will see you on season 2. This week we had a really eventful couple of days here in Dubai. See you next time.